Hello, I'm the Typo T-Rex, and you're...
I am the Nerdy Pika.
And today we're going to do something that everyone has seen before, but we're going to do a deck profile of some ADP. We both played a version of ADP at a tournament, and I went 4 rounds technically undefeated, and then you went technically 2-2, but in the finals I scooped to give you the victory. And when we played for fun, I ended up winning, but technically I was undefeated, but you still finished 3-1 because I scooped. Anyway, there's a few differences between the deck. I think the difference is like 3 cards. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. If you've been playing Pokemon, you've seen ADP. I'm not gonna do a lot of discussion. So first up, ooh, that light's a little bit rough.
Very, yeah.
All right. So we're going to start off, of course, with the namesake of the deck, 2 copies of ADP. Don't want both of them to get prized, but it does happen.
And when it does happen,
it's a bad day. So up next we have 3 copies of Zacian. He's your main attacker of the deck. Then we have our support cards, 1 Crobat, 2 Dedenne. Now we're going to get into my one-ofs. I play 1 Zamazenta, because losing a VMAXs isn't fun. I play 1 copy of Duraludon. A lot of people have switched over to Aegislash, but I like Duraludon better because he's a single prize attacker versus a 2 prize attacker.
while I play Aegislash.
Aegislash, yes.
Aegislash.
You do play 1 copy of Aegislash. And then I play 1 Meowth and 1 Berserker. Out of the entire tournament, I think he only mattered in our game in the ADP mirror match. So if I did cut anything...
Mew 3. He mattered in Mew 3.
Well, I didn't play any Mew 3.
That's fair.
Yeah. So if I would cut anything, these 2 would be the first to go. And I think you play Escape Ropes instead of these.
Yes, I do play Escape Ropes instead of Meowth and Berserker.
Yeah. 4 copies of Quick Ball, because it's Quick Ball, and you need to be able to search for stuff.
You never can have too much.
Yeah. 4 copies of Switch. With Zacian being Zacian, it's very important to be able to switch. With Escape Rope, you could probably get away with playing a few less switches and more Escape Ropes if you really wanted to.
Or more air balloons, because the air balloons give you basically a free retreat cost. You just need a switch and air balloon.
Yeah, that's why you don't want to minimize on switches. You'd be better off minimizing on air balloons. Metal Saucer, because energies are very important, and it sets you up for your turn 1 altered creation if you go second. 4 copies of Boss's Orders, because Boss's Orders wins games when you play ADP.
Boss win.
Yep. 3 copies of Research, because drawing cards. Marnie, because drawing cards and a little bit of disruption.
And Rude?
Yeah. 3 copies of Energy Switch.
To get that turn 1 altered creation
that turn
going.
1. Or the other reason for it is recovery in the late game.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's I do use it for that quite often. 2 copies of Energy Spinner, because digging for that water energy is very important, but you don't want to play more than 2 or 3 water energies.
So what I've heard, because of the new Bronzong that came out that allows you to metal transfer, people are taking out the energy switches and replacing them with Bronzong.
That's a discussion for a different deck list, so we'll table that for now. 2 copies of Cherish Ball searches for your Dedennes and your ADPs. A 1 card hand reset that's not your supporter is phenomenal. 2 copies of Turbo Patch, because again, trying to set up for the turn 1 altered creation is really nice, and sometimes you just don't have enough energies. That's something else I would consider cutting, but right now I just haven't found a better option. 2 copies of Big Charm. Not having your ADP be one-shotted is phenomenal. All right.
Dedennes.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's super important in the mirror match when putting Big Charms on Dedennes if you can. Swell.
Swell's just mean, though.
Yeah, Swell's pretty self-explanatory. Any matchup that wants their stadium card, Swell puts an end to that.
Twice. Not once, twice.
Potentially for twice.
That's fair.
Great Catcher. Everyone's playing Dedennes, so at least one goes in every deck. Tool Scrapper, you could probably get away without playing it now, but sometimes you need it to get rid of Big Charms and stuff like that. Air Balloon, you spoke a little bit about it earlier, but free retreat cost on that Zacian is nice, so you would treat him for free, and then switch into something else. What's up?
Or you could make your ADP's retreat cost 1, minimizing resources you have to expend.
If you're having a retreat ADP like that, maybe you're having a bad day anyway, so we're not going to talk too much about that.
That's fair.
I believe I play 2, 4, 6, 8 metal energies, and then 3 of the water energies. The reason for 3 versus 2 is Crushing Hammer has been very prevalent recently, and I don't like losing to Crushing Hammer because...
I've lost a couple games because of Crushing Hammer.
Yeah, because my water energies get hit. So that's the deck list. If you don't want to sit here and listen to me, I probably should have said this at the top of the video, but it'll be in the description if you missed anything. But that's ADP. Is there anything that was in your ADP that you feel like you could have cut or that you really wanted to see that wasn't in your deck?
Bronzong, hands down. And Aurora energies instead of water.
Again, that's...
While having to discard a card to play the Aurora energy kind of hurts, you could use that with Crobat to make a really good combo.
Yeah. Again, that's a whole different deck because that's like a difference of like 10 to 12 cards. We can do a deck profile for that on another day. This is just going to be how many different versions of ADP can we build. But that's it for this video. I have been the Typo T-Rex.
I have been the Nerdy Pika.
And if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on social media, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, all Type House Games. If you would like to, you can help support the channel by donating money to our, not Patreon, we don't have that set up yet, but the Cash App or PayPal, and that'll help us do more box openings, which means we can give away more codes. Also, if you would like some free codes, message me on Twitter, and I will send you codes as soon as I remember. But that's it for the video. Bye, everyone!
Bye!
Alright. You gotta hit stop.